Well, it seems I might have started something. There's dear old Malc up there in Lincoln, happily plucking away at his guitar. So I sort of thought perhaps I ought to show the world how really to play properly. I thought I would, and then I looked at some music and I thought, I haven't got a clue really, have I? Right, what's this tune all about? Well, that's an A minor. This is the great thing with having big fat fingers. You haven't got a clue where I've put my fingers, have you? There we are. Let's start with an A minor. Now, you get to a point where you can play that, and then the music says F. It says F. So let's create the dreaded bridge, and then this finger on there and them two like that. Yeah, so we get a F, and then we get a B7. And then an E. And then, taking the Johnny Cash finger off, we get an S7. Right, okay, I think we'll give that up as a bad job until I've actually worked out how on earth to play it. You keep going there in Lincoln, Malc. I'm looking forward to you really jamming with that guitar of yours, and yeah, we'll have a bit more Buddy Holly, I think, and a little bit less Neil Diamond. Okay, right, I'm going to move you to somewhere else because we've got some serious stuff to talk about. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Those of you watching this, I trust and pray and hope that you are having a good afternoon. This morning we received news of a terrible event where, and we don't know the full details, but where at least 50 people have been shot dead and 200 seriously injured. We don't yet know the details. It is far too early to try and speculate about what went on. I think all we at a distance can do that's sensible and right is to keep those people in our thoughts, in our prayers, the people that are directly suffering and the people who are indirectly affected by it. I'm sure over the next few days more will become known about what's happened in Las Vegas. Right, I have finished work now, so I can take that off. Don't need that until tomorrow morning. And I had some very flippant ideas to talk about today, but somehow serious events, they sort of knock the flippancy out a bit. I had someone ask me if I was okay today. That was actually very nice. I bumped into, it's actually one of my subscribers, I bumped into him in Morrison's in Hadley. Not going to tell you his name. He knows who he is, and what he had in his shopping basket, well, that's entirely between you and your psychotherapist. You know, I'd have thought a man of your age wouldn't have wanted that sort of thing, but there we are. He made the point that I haven't posted anything for a few days, and he just said, you know, you're right. And that's something we don't do often enough. We don't talk to our fellow man, our fellow person, woman, And we don't say, "Are you all right?" So you know, are you all right? That's the thing. And if you're not, you know, I hope things improve for you. And if you are, share it with others. But what I actually want to do today is a product review. I haven't yet opened the box. Oh. So this is all a bit sort of, I don't know how this will work. I'm going to take it out to the bench and we'll put it together and we will see what it does. Okay? Okay. Oh, that's a terrible thing, look. Yeah, if I show you the make, then yeah, you'll know where to get these, I'm sure. Well, I suppose the first thing is to shift things out of the way. That's an interesting looking bottle, isn't it? Very interesting looking thing. A friend of mine emptied that for me. So we'll pop that out the way for now. And I guess we don't need those. You can't cut bottles with them, can you? And yep, that can go to one side. And do we need a boat throttle for anything? Possibly not. Right. Okay. Oh dear. What it is, yeah, a tidy bench is the sign of a sick mind or something, isn't it? Right, let's get this box open and see what we get. Instructions. Well, I'm a man. We're not going to read instructions, are we? Shall we read them? Tells us all sorts of useful things. Oh, look, it tells us useful things in French. Félicitations pour l'achat de votre tailleur de bocaux et bouteille Amour. Yeah, okay. Spanish. We can cut bottles in Spanish, that's good, isn't it? Right. This is what we want. We want assembly. Big chunks of stuff. And just in case you haven't got enough trouble going on in your life, glass etching products. Okay. Right. Oh, that's, yeah, okay. So this goes, according to the instructions, that goes in there like so. Okay. And, oh, there's a bag with other little bits and pieces and things in. It says in the book, as anxious as you are to cut the prettiest bottle you found, you need to practice on some plain and simple ones first. We recommend plain beer bottles or Perrier bottles to start. They are easily obtained, plentiful, and because they are so thin, they are the easiest to cut. Okay, so we'll practice with some bottles once we get this bag sort of open so I can get these funny bits and pieces out of it. All these major sort of knives I've got kicking about and I'm still sort of messing about with my fingers. Right, that little pin goes, where does that little pin go? It goes through there. Does it? Insert white long pin in the hole at base and push through to the other side and lock in place. That's it, there we are. That's like so. Right, this device is supposedly a knocky thing for knocking, the glass with. It says use 3-in-1 oil. Okay, now there's a bottle. This is a cider bottle. Scoring the bottle, hang the front legs of the cutter base over the edge of a table so it can't move. Fantastic. Right, oil the cutting wheel. I better find some oil, hadn't I? Well, we'll have a go, we'll see what happens. Now what it says is to hold the bottle above and below where the cut is going to be made, and then to rotate it to the left. Now I'm not hearing any glass being cut. And that cutter doesn't seem to be touching this glass. Now that's better.